Hello and welcome to another opportunity to manifest your dream life. And today, welcome to the opportunity to manifest more money. Today I want to show you what I learned and how what I learned allowed me to become wealthy. Nowadays, and I don't say this to brag, I say this because I want to inspire you. I want you to take action. I want you to get motivated. I want you to manifest your dreams, just like I did it. I want you to be able to reach a state where you can say, I'm truly financially abundant. And I can now honestly say that I am financially abundant. If I would stop working now, I could live at least for the next 20 years without any problems, even for the next 30 years. And if I'm really frugal, I can live even more on the money that I already have. However, that doesn't mean that I will stop. Don't worry. I won't stop releasing these episodes. I won't stop offering coaching for you. And I also won't stop all my other businesses. In fact, recently I just started a new business. I now have, I think it's 9 or 10 businesses. 10, I think now. I now have 10 different businesses. And I love it. I love this process. I love creating. I love reaching an even higher level of abundance each and every week, each and every month, and sometimes each and every day. And today I want to share with you what allowed me to become wealthy. I want to share a few mindsets with you and also very practical law of attraction tips that you can use in order to manifest more money. And if you stay until the very end, you will also learn about something that can help you to manifest even more money even faster. But let's start with the first principle, and that's that money wants to flow in and out. So don't restrict the flow of money too much. And that's something that I had to learn the really hard way. I still remember all the times my spiritual mentor told me, Sebastian, if you try to hold on your money too much, the money will flow out of your hands. If you try to hold on to it too much, it will flow away. And yes, I'm just a human being. A couple of months ago, or about 1 month ago, when I was in Barcelona, exactly this happened. I restricted the flow of money. I became anxious. I allowed the world news, or let's better say my friends and family members talking about the world news, getting into my brain. And I also talked about that in a recent episode. And now that I cleared my vibration again, that I reached a higher frequency, that I reached the frequency of abundance again, now the money is flowing in again. It's so freaking fascinating. Even though I manifest for such a long time, it's still amazing for me to see that this stuff really works. Nothing has changed when it comes to my business. Nothing has changed when it comes to visitors. Nothing has changed in the physical world, but the income changes. How is it possible? It's possible because of your vibration. And that's why it's so important. And this leads me to the next point, that you reach the frequency of abundance. Because reaching the frequency of abundance makes money come to you 100 times faster than reading your affirmations like a robot. And don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of affirmations. Otherwise, I wouldn't have called this podcast the Affirmation to Manifestation podcast. However, if you read your affirmations like a robot, like, and as a German I can say that, like the Terminator, and you say, today I'm very rich and wealthy, I love myself, and you say that in that monotonous German accent, then nothing will change. I mean, that's why we Germans have such a hard time opening our hearts. I truly believe that, because our language is very... However, if you don't go... but you try to activate your heart, and you then feel it, then the money can flow to you. It's all about combining, as Dr. Joe Dispenza says, a clear intention with an elevated emotion. He doesn't say combine a clear intention with being German. He says combine a clear intention with an elevated emotion. And that's why I'm also so passionate about offering hypnosis sessions. That's actually what motivated me to become a certified hypnotist. And if you decide to work with me in a hypnosis session, then you have the opportunity to manifest anything you want by allowing your subconscious mind to reach its frequency. Because when you reach the frequency of something, no matter if it's money or love, then you become a vibrational match to it. And I will do my best to help you to reach that point during our hypnosis session. But of course, I also offer other forms of coaching. And if you want to find out more about coaching with me, you can go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/coaching or click on the second link in the description. And now that we talked about letting money flow in and letting money flow out and also reaching the frequency of abundance, this leads me to the next point. And the next point is that poverty is not a virtue and wealth is not evil. Yes, I mentioned that it's important to let money flow in and money flow out. Money is an energy, money wants to be moving. However, if you, for example, and these are just example numbers, if you make $5,000 a month and you let $2,000 or $3,000 a month flow out and you save the rest, that's perfect. Nothing wrong with that. However, if you do what I did for a very long time back in the day when my spiritual mentor always told me you need to let money flow out, and you manifest your first money, and it often happens when you manifest the first big amount of money, because then you want to keep it, you don't want to lose it anymore. And that's exactly what happened to me. And you then make $5,000 a month, and you then hold on to it so tight that you maybe spend $1,000 and you just eat rice and beans all the time because you don't want to lose that money. Of course, that's an extreme example, but I hope you get the point. Then you're restricting the flow of money. That doesn't mean that you have to give everything away and that you have to live in poverty. You can't be poor enough to help others. Always remember that. I sponsor the education of several children all around the world. The only reason why I'm able to do that is because I'm not poor. If I was poor, I would not be able to do that. Yes, I would still be able to volunteer with my time. But because I manifested large sums of money, I am now able to help way more and way more children and to have a way bigger impact on their lives than if I was poor. So poverty is not a virtue. And no, being wealthy doesn't make you evil. In fact, a lot of spiritual people, that's at least my opinion, they just justify their lack of manifestation success by calling rich people evil. Oh, I'm spiritual, I don't need money. No, I can just meditate and eat avocado all days. Don't get me wrong, I love my avocado. But think about it, what do you want? It's not about what you need. I mean, yes, I could live in a 20 square meter apartment without running water. I could probably do that somehow. And without a heater in the winter, I could somehow survive. So I technically don't need anything more. But do I want that? No. I want to live somewhere where it's warm. I want to live at the beach. I want to swim. I want to I just want to live that kind of life. And I manifested it for me. And you can manifest that life too if you reach a state of financial abundance. Because when you are financially abundant, then you're free to do whatever you want, with whoever you want, how many times you want, no matter what you want, you can then do it. So always remember, poverty is not a virtue and wealth is not evil. And then focus on the feeling of freedom and abundance instead of the cash. Don't get me wrong, you can visualize holding cash in your hand if it makes you really happy. However, it's way more effective, at least in my opinion, and also in my experience and the experience of several of my coaching clients, if you ask yourself, what would I do with the money? For me, for example, my altruistic goals are a big why. They are a big reason for me to manifest more money. Because I promised myself that the higher I climb on the income ladder, the more children I will help in terms of sponsoring their education, helping them with food, and bringing them through college. And at some point, there might be a whole football team or basketball team full of Sebastian-sponsored children. That's at least what motivates me. And even if, for example, you don't have any altruistic goals, that's also okay. Even though I can guarantee you that when you go through that process of opening your heart and you reach a higher and higher frequency, these goals will come up automatically. So don't overthink it. At some point you will automatically ask yourself, hey, how can I help? How can I give back? What can I do to make the life of other people better? It's a natural process, so don't sweat it right now. But if at the moment you don't have these goals, then ask yourself, what would you do with the money? What would bring you joy? Even if you want to do what Scrooge McDuck does and you just want to swim in the cash, whatever you want to do, what brings you joy? And then focus on this feeling, focus on these emotions. And these are usually the emotions of freedom and abundance, and then feel it. And if you book a hypnosis session with me, then I can also guide you to this emotional state and to this frequency. And then you can knock on the door of abundance and freedom, and then abundance and freedom can come to you. And the synchronicities. Let's talk about the synchronicities. The synchronicities the universe sends you might have nothing to do with money, at least on the first look, on the first glance, or however you say that in English. I think you get what I mean. The first moment you might be saying, huh? Why is this synchronicity showing up? What does the universe want to tell me? Where's my money? There's no connection to money at all. And sometimes, and this is also something that I discuss in great detail in the 11 Days to Manifestation Mastery program in one of the modules. Sometimes you might even experience positive contrast, something that's contrast in the beginning, but then leads to a really positive outcome. And I even had that experience where one of my businesses completely crashed, and then I got the idea for something that 10x'd my success, and nowadays I would say it even 20x'd it. And the only reason why I came up with this idea was because the other thing, or let's say the thing that I tried before, didn't work out. And whenever I have these situations, or let's say whenever I'm faced with these, moments? Yeah, moment. Let's call it moments. Whenever I'm faced with these moments where I think, hey, is this actually good what happens right now? Even though in the first moment I might be saying, that sucks, I don't want to experience that. And I ask myself, what does the universe want to tell me now? And I always think about this one story that Joe Dispenza shared in one of his workshops. And in this workshop, he talks about a vice president of a school or a university, one of these two, I can't remember it. And he lost his job while doing the work. He then lost his wife. The wife was leaving him while doing the work. And he said, why is this happening? What? I wanted to have abundance in my life. And Joe Dispenza said, yeah, just keep on doing the work. Just keep on trusting the process. As I always like to say, trust the soup or follow the breadcrumbs. And then he did that. And then he got an even better position and he got a new wife and he was way happier. And sometimes that can happen too. So always remember, no matter if it's positive contrast or if it's a really good synchronicity that has nothing to do with money on the first look, this can actually lead you to more abundance. Always follow the breadcrumbs. Always trust the soup and follow the breadcrumbs. And if you want to improve your chances to manifest even more money, then you might also want to find out more about the Money Manifestation Magnet program, which is a 6-week guided meditation program that I exclusively designed for you and created for you so that you can manifest more money. And if you want to find out more about it, you can go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/money or click on the second link in the description. The first link in the description. The second link leads you to my hypnosis page. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please send out some love to the YouTube universe by giving this video a big thumbs up. And I would also appreciate it if you would leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think about my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you.